Shalom, mom. Listen, I'm just pondering. Am I the only one who lied when something bad happened to me? I think back on some random incident where I was cutting up. Maybe I was in my pride, or maybe I laughed at the wrong joker. Maybe I was inconsiderate to somebody else's pain or somebody else's situation, or maybe I took some route that I knew Christ wouldn't have taken, and then I forgot about it and let it slip off into oblivion. Ain't thought about it since it happened, and now all of a sudden, here I am, and I'm let down, and I'm disappointed, and something didn't work my way. I have failed, and I'm wondering, Father, why me? Why me, Father? Then out of nowhere, kabang, I remember that incident. I remember that incident where I was cutting up. That's not a coincidence, huh? Nah, make no mistake. Disconnect, make no mistake, make no mistake. You faced the east, fell to your knees, had all of these requests. Asked to be blessed, you needed bread, you needed perfect health. Begging for peace, cause the life you lead really been giving you hell. You close your eyes, you hold them tight, humility, you fell. Then you stood back on your feet and you went your way, and then became a customer of the devil. You purchased all that he sells. Wrong in your dealings, out hurting feelings like those that have no faith. You holding grudges, got no forgiveness. You handle business your way. Your sense of humor just for a giggle. Your heart is gone astray. It's funny now, but it won't be later. It's coming back. You gon' pay. When you in despair but nobody care. Oh Father, please, can you help me? You might as well never hit your knees. You still gonna be rebellious. That prayer go right out the window. Soon as you cut up for them folks, them angels pulled out and then wrote down everything that you did. So obedience is the money that we spend in heaven when we hungry. If you broke, you got nothing coming. Can't blame nobody. You done it. So stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Why you go down on your knees? Just to come off of a plane. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Then we be wondering why the Father be leaving us here. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. When you go down on your knees, do you believe what you say? Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Yeah. When you in tune with the Father, and your spirit is seated proper, and you know that it's not a joke, focused on dodging that hot lava. This is where you gotta stay, maintain it all throughout your day. Watch your mind, all that you're thinking. Watch your mouth, all that you say. Know that it's gonna affect you. Nobody ever gets away. What you do comes back to you. That's chapter 6 when you in Galatians. It's the stubborn, it's the law of gravity. What goes up is coming down. Laugh now, cry later. That smile will soon be a frown. Bringing on ourselves curses. You just no respect over persons. It don't even matter who you are. I bet your situation worsened, cause you got down in your prayed. Then you got back up and played. Cutting up with your little friends. The Father said, okay, we can live to see 99. We still his children getting out of line. He'll take a ride till our behind. Fail in the eye, sorrow of mine. Well, a boo-hoo, and the woe is me. Why it always gotta go wrong with me? Cause you're disobedient, out the spirit. Somewhere you know you ain't supposed to be. So stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Why you go down on your knees? Just to come off of a plane. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Then we be wondering why the Father be leaving us here. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. When you go down on your knees, do you believe what you say? Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you Gotta be steadfast, unmovable.
So stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray.
Why you go down on your knees? Just to come off of a plan.
Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray.
Then we be wondering why the Father be leaving us hanging.
Stay in the spirit, you pray. Stay in the spirit, you pray.
When you go down on your knees, do you believe what you say?
Stay in the spirit, you pray.
Stay in the spirit, you pray.
You know that humility you feel when you in prayer. That gotta be you all day until you make it back to your knees again. Anything less than that, then hey. Okay, listen, never rely on your friends on earth. to have you disappoint your friends in heaven. In and out right fast, in and out. I can't end this without going here. I just want to go here right fast. We got to stay in the spirit through all of this. Watch this. Read the Bible. 2 Corinthians 6:4-6. But in all things, approving ourselves, we can't just talk this. We got to prove this. Approving ourselves how? As the ministers of the Most High. As the ministers of the Most High. The minister means to give, right? To be a minister of God, our power means to give people God, huh? Okay, so we got to give the people God through all of these things. Look here. In much patience, we got to give them God in patience. We can't come unraveled because they ain't receiving it the way we think they should, huh? Nah, we got to feed them the Most High in patience. We got to stay in the spirit through that. And how else? In affliction. And in affliction. Right? Affliction's going to come while we giving them the Most High, huh? There's going to be trouble sometimes. Tribulations, anguish, persecution. Even in our afflictions, we got to give them the Most High and stay in the spirit through all of that, right? This is the way we prove ourselves to ourselves as ministers of a higher. How else we got to give them to them? In necessity and in necessity. So that means whether we have the things we need or not. Come on? We can't come out the spirit because we lack food and shoes and not give the people the Most High, nah, we got to stay in the spirit and prove ourselves ministers of the Most High, whether it be something in it for us or not. And also if and ministering to them requires us to have to give up our stuff, then we got to give it up, come on with it. In distresses and in distresses, when the walls is closing in on us, right? When we in a tight space, even in our calamities, we still got to stay in the spirit and give them the Most High, and certain the Most High in situations where people don't have him, regardless of whatever's going on with us, we still got a job to do, right? So if the scriptures is telling us to be on our best behavior through all this, then you know the heavens got to be looking down at us like we a joke, right? With the little minute garbage we be allowing to interrupt the spirit throughout our day, That right there is the reason why we be feeling like the Father is slack in answering us, and feeling like our prayers don't work the way we think they should. That's why our progress seems so slow to us, right? Because we get up off our knees and go lose control and go crash, Nah, our conduct throughout the day gotta line up with our conduct that we offer in the Abba in prayer, or else we a liar. It's like we didn't even send that prayer up, See what I'm saying? We get up off our knees and go ruin it. So in distresses and in what? 5 in stripes and in stripes. So that means we getting beat now, right? Like Yeshaya, what Yeshaya said when he was receiving them stripes. Remember what he say in the middle of all that? He said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." Right? Perfect example. That was him staying in the spirit of a minister of a higher in stripes. Come on. In imprisonment. In imprisonment. If you go to prison, then you better be trying to turn the whole prison in, right? Wherever you are, whatever you doing, you got to be doing it in the spirit, stretching out your tentacles, right, for the Most High, trying to convert a soul in the direction of the Most High, giving them the Most High. Give me some more. In tumult. In a tumult. So that's in the middle of chaos, right? That's in a fight, in a commotion, and in all confusion, right? We got to be stiff in the spirit, even then, with our minds stayed on the work, right? Giving them the Most High, even in the middle of a disturbance. We still got to be them same ministers. You can't cease to be a minister of a higher just because a war break out, right? Nah. In labor. And in labor, no matter how hard you working, right? It don't matter how tired you are, none of that. You can't get overwhelmed with the different tasks of life to where you forget to insert the Most High into a situation, right? No, you still got to be a minister of the Most High even then. Come on. In watching. And in watchings. Watchings, what's that? Watchings is like in sleeplessness, right? Like when Yeshaya set the disciples up to keep watch and he came back and they were asleep. Remember that? That's in watchings right there. So like in weariness, right? And you might hear that excuse out there like, "Oh man, I was just tired and blah blah," right? I had this on my mind, man. I had been through this, I had been through that, I was fed up with this, I had this kind of day, I had that kind of day. Nah, so what? You still got to stay in the spirit of the Most High and say what he would want you to say and do what he would want you to do, even in them times, even when you tired. You can't throw the Most High behind your back and start giving the people yourself instead of giving your people him, and giving the people your exhaustion and giving the people your weariness in your ways just because you tired. Nah, you still got to give them the Most High ways, not yours. And then what else? In fasting. In fastings, right? That's hunger and thirst. Hunger and thirst make you cranky, right? Anybody who's in the fasting knows that there's a period where them demons get to fighting because they don't want to come about you, right? And they get cranky and start causing you to snap on people and things like this, right? Messing with your patience and things and whatnot while you fasting. But now you got to stay in the spirit during these times and suppress them emotions from coming out, right? Even in those times, and give the people the Most High. Okay, so all of that just told us what to stay in the spirit of the Most High through. Now it's about to start telling us exactly what spirits to stay in, right? Let's go. 6, by purity. Bang, by purity. We got to stay in the spirit of pureness. We can't let that garbage off in the mix, right? Okay, and what else? By knowledge. Bang, by knowledge. By what we know, because we know when we done let something in, right? And we won't kick it out. We'll still let it fester. So now, by all the knowledge that we have learned, we got to stay in the spirit according to that. Because we know when we doing the wrong thing and behaving unseemly, and still won't check our spirit. So by knowledge and what else? By long suffering. By long suffering, pow. So that's by a gradual process, right? We got to keep going through the motions of whatever it want to take us through, right? By endurance, by consistency. That means we can't give up, man. Come on. By kindness. And by kindness, them 9 fruit of the spirits, right? We got to stay in them in love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, and so on, right? Galatians 5, if you need to get those, okay? By the Holy Spirit. That's the Holy Spirit right there. That's the spirit that wants us to stay in, right? Dash, right? That's the spirit we got to stay in, right? That spirit that light down on us when we prepare our hearts and our minds because we getting ready to go up in prayer, That's the spirit we got to stay in all day long, pow. That's us right there all day long. Whenever you slipping into the influences of the world, you can just close your eyes. You take a deep breath, right? And crawl right back into that spirit right there. You know the one I'm talking about? That one when you getting ready to say, Our Father who art in heaven, right? The spirit that you pray in. That's it right there. Right in the middle of any situation. And what is that when you going right there? And you doing that? By love unfeigned. That's love unfeigned. That's a love unwavering. That's a love that's solid for the Most High, That's a love unmovable. That's a love sincere, That's a love without hypocrisy, That's a love steadfast and all that and all of that. That's it for me. I'm your brother, Brotha Bron. Father willing, I catch y'all on the next one. Unity. Stay in the spirit that you pray in. BWO, this is not a test. We are taking over. Gathering the Christ Church in these last days. 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of thy power. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the height. It's not in vain in Yeshua. It's not in vain in the height.